Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is an exciting day. I'm going to share with you my sewing space. I've been working on this space since we moved into this house. So it's been about 6 months and it's finally done. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you. Alright, so this is the basement. So I do share this space with my husband. So he has like this tiny little corner over here, and then I have all of this. So this is just a quick overview. Oh, look how pretty. I love this space so much. So only a couple of things are not completely finished, but I'm okay with that. So I was thinking about putting a cutting table right here in the middle next to those cabinets, but I'm kind of second guessing that because my dogs really like to play in this space, and I know that sounds silly to not do something because of the dogs, but they love this space too, so I figured I'm okay with leaving my cutting mat upstairs. So I may change my mind, and if I do, you know, I'll update you all, but for right now, the cutting mat and table are staying upstairs, and the space is going to remain empty so the dogs can run around and play. Alright, so I'll start over here. So this is my filing cabinet where I keep all my patterns, and I'll have a vlog on the patterns and the fabric. Those will come up within the next couple of days if you guys want to check those out. So I bought this cabinet on this app called Nextdoor. It was only 20 bucks and it was really ugly, so I painted it. Although my husband says it looks like it came out of a cartoon. What do you guys think? I like the colors. I don't think they're cartoony. But yeah, so inside I have all my patterns. I put them in folders and then label them, and they're in here. So yeah, so 4-drawer cabinet. And then up here are my vintage patterns. They're not going to stay in here. I'm going to transfer them into a new container and put those over in the cabinet where I keep my fabrics. And then, so I bought this board at Hobby Lobby. I had it when we were in Texas, and I used it because I put the patterns, here, I put the patterns that I was going to sew next. I put them up here so I could keep track of my projects. So I don't know if I wanted to hang that by where I keep my patterns, because I really don't want to put anything on this wall because I love the wallpaper. And I want that to be like the feature of my sewing space. So haven't decided yet where I'm going to put that, but I think I may put that on this wall where my patterns are. And then also over here, I have these hooks I bought from Target. I used these in my last sewing space to hang up finished projects. And like, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put that yet either. So those are some things I still have to figure out where I'm gonna put. Okay, next, so this is my sewing desk. This is all from IKEA. The top is called a Linman top, and I'll link everything in the description box below. So I got the largest table. I think it's like 72 inches long. And then the little Alex drawer set, and then over here, this end is a bookcase. I think this is called the Klimpin. Oh, my desk is a little crooked. Oh well, that's fine. So, yep. And then this chair is also from IKEA. It's called the Tobias chair. It's actually pretty comfortable. I sit in there for long periods of time sewing and I have no problem. So in my drawers, okay you guys, it's not completely organized. It's a little messy, so I do apologize if mess gives you anxiety, but yeah, so in here are all the things like my scissors, my rotary cutter. This is a magnetic pincushion from Oh So Quaint. I use this when I change out the needles to my sewing machine. That way I don't lose them. My sewing box, which has like all my, I call it like a little kit, I guess. And then buttons and snaps and different closures, elastic in here, and then my bobbin case. And tons of scissors. I don't know how many scissors, pair of scissors one person needs. And then this one is thread. I do have a thread box. I was going to ask my husband to build me a thread rack to hang on the wall. So that's why this is empty, because I emptied it out when we moved here and haven't just put it all back. They've all been hanging out in plastic bags. So I mean, there's that. Then this drawer, I have a bunch of like cones of thread for my serger. This is all my miscellaneous stuff. So like my tailor's ham, a clapper. I bought this because I was gonna make the Romana coat for the Sew My Style back in February, but I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna do the Style Arc, was it Estelle jacket option, because I don't think I'm ready to make a coat just yet. And the fabric that I bought for that coat's pretty expensive and I don't want to mess it up. My pattern weights, and then this is like a little button box that I bought off of ModCloth back when I lived in Italy, so 3, maybe 4 years ago. And that just has a bunch of extra like sewing machine needles, my walking foot's in there. Yeah, just a bunch of random odds and ends. And let's see, snap kit, which I got to put snaps on a car seat cover, but I ended up doing buttonholes instead because my husband was getting mad at me from all the banging, and we lived in an apartment, and he was like, our neighbors are not gonna like us, and he was like, we need to get you a new hobby. So I was like, okay, so I put buttons on it instead, and then like some patches. I found these at Joann. I really like them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they're there. I have, yeah, there's a bunch of random tools in here. The snap pliers, some stuff I bought off of Amazon. A whole button punch. This is for like leather making, not leather making, leather work, I guess. I got this for my husband because he was losing weight, and so he could use this to punch buttons in his, not buttons, holes in his belt instead of buying a new one. And then on the bottom, this is just a bunch of like random office stuff. So, actually I don't even know what's in here. I think this is like Post-its and my coins. This was one of my dad's shirt. I cut a heart out of it and put it in my wedding dress, so this was my something blue. Yeah, just some random, look like more Post-its. This is the random drawer of mess. Oh, and my grandmother, she was a seamstress, so these are her, let's see if we'll focus with the, okay, I don't know why that's not focusing. Oh, there's Peanut. Yeah, so these were her tags that she put in her, she put in her clothing. So, yeah, this in the background is her island in Japan where she grew up. So I wish this would focus so you guys could see better, but I think it's too small. So that's what I keep in my drawers. This is my sewing machine, the Singer Heavy Duty 4452, I think. I bought this at Joann a couple years ago. And then my serger, this is the Brother 1034D. I really do enjoy this serger, and I've only broken it once, which is though it's totally my fault. I was just learning how to use it, and apparently this part, it was, I think the tension was too much for the fabric that I was using in it. And then over here is my bookshelf. So right here, these are, I have my PDF patterns for the kids patterns that I bought. So I kept all the, because I closed down my Etsy shop, so this whole thing used to be binders of PDF patterns. So I got rid of all the patterns but kept the instructions and just put them in here. And here's a catalog of like all the different patterns. So what I did was I put like the pictures that were on the website, the name of the pattern, and then like all the notions and fabric requirements. That way when I went to the fabric store, I would just take this sheet with me so I knew what I needed. Here are just two random binders that I keep checklists for like our home, and a Christmas binder because I plan for Christmas all year. I found that it's much easier that way, so I'm not spending all my paycheck in 1 month on Christmas stuff. So I keep track of all my Christmas stuff in that binder. This one, you'll see in my pattern storage is my pattern catalog. So all my patterns that I have in that purple filing cabinet. And then here is pattern that I bought from, it's an Etsy store. I forget the name, I'm like blanking. So I'll just put a link to the store. But yeah, so what she does is she takes vintage patterns and then reproduces them. More patterns like Christmas stockings and stuff in there. Okay, down here I have my Cricut mat and a button. This is my random button collection, stuff that's left over from projects. This was in the top drawer of my desk, but it no longer fits, so now it's hanging out down here. And then this box is from Joann. This, I actually started all my stuff fit in here, and now it doesn't, obviously, because I've been acquiring things. So now this has just become the junk box. So any like thing that doesn't have a home, it ends up in here, and I'm not going to show you because it's embarrassing, but I'm sure you all have one of those boxes. And then this is just some random stuff that doesn't have a home just yet. Okay. And then over here is my favorite corner. This is the doggy beds. So this is Peanut's bed, although Morton does like to sleep in that one. He curls up and just sits in there. And then Pepper and Morton share this bed. Most of the time when I'm sewing, Pepper likes to lay under my desk by my feet, so that's why there aren't two larger beds down here, because she does like to hang out down there by my feet. And then Morton will hang out there, and Peanut likes to go over there. And then my dress form, it's this, I think it's a Singer. My little sister generously gifted me that for my birthday last year or the year before. Okay, over here I have my tripod for my videos. And then this basket I bought at Target. This is where I keep all my projects. So right now I have the May Semi-Style, the Mayo Sodas dress. So what I did was I traced that out, and then I'll have to cut out the pattern and then cut out the muslin. And what I do is I put them in these bags that I got from Target. They're the 2-gallon, 2-gallon size Ziploc bags. And I put the pattern, all the notions, and then so this one has the muslin in it right now because I'm in that phase of sewing muslins to try on stuff. And I also have the Megan Nielsen Flint. And then once the muslins are sewed up and they're good to go with like all my changes and stuff, I'll take the good fabric, cut it all up, and then put it in the bags as well. And then when I get time to sew, I just go through here and pick a project. So now that I have everything organized, hopefully I'll be able to get more projects done. Okay, so there's that. I was originally going to put that in one of these cabinets, but it's too big, it doesn't fit, which is kind of sad. Alright, and then these cabinets are also from IKEA. They're the, oh my gosh, I don't know how to say it, Hemnes Cabinets. And like I said, I'll link everything in the description box below. But yeah, so this houses like all my fabrics, my machines, more fabrics, knitting stuff is down here. And then the middle drawers are things like my rulers and tracing paper. The bottom drawer is like random office supplies like paper for the printer, ink for the printer, envelopes. And then the middle drawer is like stuff like the Cricut, vinyls and things like that. But if you want to see more of what's in the cabinet, I'll put up my fabric storage vlog in a couple of days and you guys will be able to check that out. So yeah, this is my space. I am so happy. This is like night and day from what this used to look like. And if you guys don't remember what this space used to look like, I'll put a little annotation card up to show you my before, the tour that I did of what it looked like before and all my plans. And I mean, so far, I mean, I really like it. I am so happy when I walk down here. It just looks so nice. The only thing that did bug me when we were going through this process was I wanted this whole wall to be like completely smooth. But when they took out those cat condos, or the built-ins, I called them cat condos, there was like a pipe that went down here. So you see how that kind of makes this bit. So there was a pipe in there and it would have cost us a couple $1,000s to move the piping. And I was like, this is not our forever home, so I was fine with them just like, you know, putting a wall around it. But I don't think it detracts from it at all. It's really nice. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find this space as like beautiful as I do. I'm really proud of it and I'm so happy. Yeah, so like I said, the only thing I may change is later on, if I get tired of cutting my stuff on the dining room table, I may put a cutting table in here. But right now I kind of like it all open, that way the dogs can just, you know, move about freely and play around with each other. This is a pretty big space for them to play, and they love it. Oh, there's Morton, and Peanut, and Pepper. Hi, babies. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this space as much as I do, and if you guys have a really like a space dedicated to where you sew and you have Instagram, definitely let me know. Put your username in the comments below so I can check it out. I really love looking at other people's sewing spaces and see how they organize, because I still do have some organizing to do, but I mean it's pretty much finished. Okay, I keep repeating myself and how much I love this area, so I'll let you guys go. The next couple of videos are going to be my pattern storage and then fabric storage, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys around.